Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday, and I wanted to take a minute to talk to you about our kids. I'm Tonya Murray, life and fitness coach, and I've had this thought a lot the last little while, and I love doing these videos because it really gives me an opportunity to look for positive things to talk about because I'm all about positivity and bringing the joy. So this is one of the things that just really started to settle in this morning for me as I'm thinking about what to say today. And so here we go. We'll just jump in. As you know, my dad's not feeling very well. He's been in the hospital. And I had my oldest son out there with us. And I really want to give you guys an idea of ways I want you to intentionally look for teaching moments for your kids, for your grandkids, for your nieces and nephews, for any, youth, the group that you are around, just any kid or teen that you have an opportunity to provide a teaching moment to, and teaching them to look for things. So we're out there with my dad. He's not well. You're in the hospital, okay? Those of you who've been in the hospital, they poke you, they prod you. Just as soon as you get to sleep, they come in and they wake you up, and they do an amazing job to take care of you. But those things are difficult, and especially when you don't feel well. And it's kind of like, when we don't feel well, it's almost like we feel entitled to be a little more bitchy. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. I'm not going to go there. But what I watched and what I was able to point out and provide a teaching moment to my son was, I said, watch Grandpa. I said, every single time a nurse comes in or a doctor or a therapist, like the physical therapist, anyone comes in here, they are not going to leave the room without him saying thank you. It doesn't matter how bad he feels or how annoying they were or anything else. He says thank you. And then, so I'm pointing that out to my son, and I'm saying, look at the response he gets from them. Look at the way they come in here and treat him and how pleasant they are and how nice they are to all of us because we are being respectful. We are being kind. They know we don't want to be there. They know that, they probably have a lot of people be nice to them, a lot of people be mean to them, and they probably get it. But to step out and make sure that you're doing those kind things. And then teach your kids, when you see things like that, there is so much negativity in the world, and our kids see all of it. We see all of it. So when we see some positive things, point those out. Then, if you have people like that, we have plenty of people in our family who are negative too. But when we, as I'm pointing those things out to my son and I'm saying, look at what your grandpa's doing. Look at how awesome that is that he's saying thank you to people. To turn that even one step further and say, he is our family. Look where you come from. Look at the quality of people that you come from. And no, we're not all as good as my dad, but we are striving to be. I can look to my dad as an example of who I want to be and work harder to become more like him. And my kids can. But it's pointing that out to them. Those are things that, we don't even necessarily connect the dots to. And so giving them that challenge and saying, you have a choice. We have the bitchy people in our family, and we have the super kind, caring, loving people. Where are you? You have both types of blood running in your veins. Which way are you going to choose to go? So it's pointing them out. It's teaching them to be aware of what's going on, teaching them to be aware of the kindness and things like that. Now, I'm very fortunate because I have that family member that I can say, look where you come from. However, I get that not all of us do. So you be that person for your kid. You teach them by example. You be the kind person. You be the one who's polite to the waitress, even if they totally screw up your order. You be the one who is kind to the people who are crappy to you. You be the kind person who goes out of your way to do kind things. So not only are you being an example, but teach your kids. Talk to them about that. So many times we think, well, look at all these things I'm doing, and they're just not getting it. Well, are you talking to them about it? Are you saying, I choose to be kind to that waitress because I can, and because I want to, and because I don't know how her day has gone. And I've had days where I screw everything up too, and that's just life. And so I'm not going to hold her to, I'm not going to be mean to her just because she messed up. Maybe she's having a crappy day or whatever. But point those things out to your kids, even if it's things that you're doing. So if you don't have an example in your family, like my dad, like I do, you be that example. You point that out to your kids and you say, we don't have these examples in our family. It's time for us to start. It's time for us to be the example. So let's you and I become examples for the rest of our family of what it's like to be kind to others and the benefits from that for ourselves. You know, it's not only good for other people, but let's go ahead and make it selfish a little bit. We feel good when we're kind to other people. That's just how it is. So I just wanted to kind of give you that idea to look for teaching moments with your kids. Look for ways to find the goodness in the world. It's out there. We just don't focus on it. Most people don't, but we do. You and I do. So I want you to just look for those opportune moments to teach your kids. And if they're not out there, create them. And walk them through it. Say, doesn't it feel good when we do this? And then when bad things happen or we have our moment of rage, they're going to happen, at least for me, then it's, that was really bad. I don't feel good. That doesn't make me feel good. I don't like to be a bitch. So I'm going to choose to be kind and do my best. And someone may provoke me, but I'm going to do my best to be the bigger person because I like the way it makes me feel. So anyway, I hope this is helpful, you guys. I hope you can take these tips and teach your kids, raise them up to be as good a people as we can. Kindness and treating other people well is truly what matters. So I hope this is helpful, you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Let's see. Hey, I'm so glad you're on here. Hi, Kelly. We'll talk to you later.